Hi guys, so it's my first video on this account and yeah, so um, I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Carissa, or you can call me Haiti. That's my Korean name, and this is my first installment on YouTube for my Travelog series. Okay, so let's get started. Yes, I was going to talk about Solal, or the Korean New Year, and how I spent it. So I was lucky enough to be invited to a friend's house for the Lunar New Year, and I was really impressed with what I saw. I was able to participate in a traditional ceremony because my friend's father is the eldest child. It's his family's responsibility for creating a table that honors his ancestors, his grandparents in this case, who have passed away, because it is believed in Korean tradition that on Chuseok, which is Korean Thanksgiving, and especially Solal, the Lunar New Year, is when the relatives' spirits come back and visit the family. So we saw the table and took pictures that I really want to upload to Facebook. I will as soon as I have them. I didn't have my camera with me at the time, unfortunately. Um, yeah, so they had a table, and it was filled with food, and incense was burning. And each time they bowed, they moved the chopsticks into a different food, um, because it's as though the ghosts were eating and with us during the ceremony. So each time they bowed, they put it in a new food, and and they served alcohol each. They offered alcohol and swirled it around the incense 3 times. And I went with two other foreigners, Germans, and my friend and his girlfriend, and we all got to bow, except they didn't really, they weren't taught how to bow. I really should have. I really should have taught them, but because I have watched Korean dramas, I was aware of how a woman and a man are supposed to bow properly. So I think I did a decent job. Sometime I'll show you guys how to bow in Korean fashion, and you Koreans can judge me. But yes, so we bowed. We were bowing and showing our respects to his grandparents. Um, what else? And then after that, it was around 8:30 in the morning when we met. And after that, we were able to eat ourselves. And the food, I would say the food was really good. And the traditional food for Korean New Year is dokguk, which is like rice cake um, in slices in the soup. And it also has mandu, or dumplings, which has meat in it. And I don't eat meat, so I just gave them to my friend. So they say that depending on how many bowls you eat, you gain 1 year. You know, children do, but in the Korean tradition, because Korean age is 1 year, um, 1 year more than a Western age. So in Western age, I'm 21, but in Korean age, I'm 22. But since the after January 1st, everybody gains another year. So when people ask me how old I am, now I have to tell them that I'm 23 in Korean, in Korean age. So I keep getting confused because obviously it's 2 years older than I am in Western age. So because they believe that the child is in the womb for 9 months, which is almost 1 year, so um, they the Koreans say that when the child is born, the child is 1 year old. It's a little confusing sometimes, yes. Mm. So, yes, and we spent the entire day at my friend's house, and we were going to play the traditional game of Yunori, but they couldn't find the game. So, I'll post pictures of what that looks like, and my friends had given me a presentation before about Solal because I wasn't very familiar with it. I knew kind of what it was, but I didn't really know how Koreans celebrated it since it's the Lunar New Year. It's also Chinese New Year, celebrated the same day. So this year, it so happened that it was on Valentine's Day. So some of the other foreigners that I met later were saying to me, and my friends back home in the U.S. were saying, what about Valentine's Day? And I was like, what about it? It's not important anyway. So yeah, because everybody is home with their families. So um, yeah, actually, yeah, Valentine's Day is really not that important um, of a holiday in Korea, and I really don't think it's, well, it shouldn't be that important in the U.S. It is an important commercial holiday, but it shouldn't be a holiday. But I'm getting off track. Um, what else? Yeah, I was really disappointed that we weren't able to play the traditional Korean game, but was very happy that I got to see traditional Korean ceremony. They weren't wearing traditional clothing, just a suit, and his mother and sister were in normal clothing since they're the ones that have to take care of the cooking. Mm, So, but I did get to see. Um, I went to Namsan Tower and Tower Up for the first time 2 days ago, and I did see a couple wearing hanbok, which is the traditional Korean clothing, and we took a picture with them, and then my friend and I told them Happy New Year in Korean, and it was a good time. What else did we do? Yeah, so I'm happy that I got to spend it at somebody's house. I was unfortunate enough to not be able to spend the last holiday, Chuseok, the Korean Thanksgiving, with anybody, because it was my first time in Korea, and it was the first couple of months. I was still pretty new to this country, and I didn't really know anything. So yeah, so I was invited to somebody's house, but I didn't have any cash on me, so I ended up not being able to go on the subway. So because you have to have cash on you for the subway card, obviously. So yeah, so unfortunately I got lost too. So I spent most 2 or 3 hours wandering around Seoul and wondering if I was ever going to get back. But this time it was good. I was able to spend with friends and feel the Korean family and traditional ceremony. It was really fun. And yeah, so this is a pretty quick video, but that's just what I wanted to tell you that I've been doing. So, oh yeah, so also one more thing. So the banks are closed. Everything is closed. So because this time it fell on the Lunar New Year, or the Lunar New Year fell on the 14th. It meant that Saturday, Sunday, and Monday were closed. So most people left to see their families on Friday night or Friday. So everything was closed on Monday. So I teach children English. So I didn't have to teach them on Monday. It was their day off, my day off, and their day off because they're with their families. So that was nice to get a day off and to relax and to enjoy Korean traditions. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Um, so I hope you enjoyed, and you can feel free to ask me questions. Post it in the sidebar, and I'm not gonna point because I know that this video is opposite to whichever way. So yeah, and I will post pictures as soon as I can. So thank you for watching, and tune in next time when I upload another video. Bye!